So, we have already learned about MS Paint and its features. In the previous session, we learned about the main screen and the tools and how different shapes and colors are used, right? And we take forward our journey to learn more about it. The first topic we are taking here is selecting any object. So children, there exists a selection tool. It looks like this. And it is used to select any particular part of the picture that exists. Now, there are different selection tools. We'll be talking them one after another here. So, first selection tool is when you are going to select any object and it is having a rectangular shape, right? Now, when you draw a face and this face has to be drawn like this. So, what you do, the first thing is you have to select that rectangular selection tool and you bring it near the object. So, it is not to put inside the object, you put it near the object outside this particular image that you need to select. And after that, you click and hold down the left mouse button and then it has to be dragged around the outer boundary of the object. So, whatever object you have, you need to bring that selection area and then it has to be dragged and the entire part that you need to select has to be dragged out. And once you drag and select the entire part, then you have to release the mouse button when complete selection is done. Understood? Yes? Great. Now, we come to free form selection tool. That is another selection tool when you know that this object selected is not a regular shape. Okay? So, we use free form selection tool for irregular parts of the picture. How to do it? Come, let's explore it and we understand the steps to be followed. So, first step is we select the freeform selection tool which looks like this. And we place the pointer on the drawing area in that particular blank area where you have the object to be selected. Like suppose you need to select the eye, this particular eye we are selecting. So, we are not taking the entire area and some irregular area has to be selected. So, we go to that particular area and we hold down the left mouse button and then move the pointer around the outer boundary of the object which we need to select. That means that particular part, it could be eye, it could be lips, it could be nose. We go there and then move the pointer, select that particular part which is irregular in shape and then release the mouse. So, irregular form of selection could be done by this free form selection. Got it? Now, very important, another feature of Microsoft Paint is moving and copying the objects. Let's see how to do it because that's very important when you are drawing. While drawing, you come with certain imagination. If this could be placed here, how will it look? If you place this object here, how will it look? So, this all you need to do by just cutting, copying, pasting. Let's move and see how to do these functions. So, first thing is we cut and paste. So, normally the cut option is used to cut the selected part, selected object and then paste it to another part of that screen wherever you feel it would look better. For that, what we do is we first enter the image group in the home tab and we select the select tool and we click on it. Okay. So, first thing is we are going to click on the select tool and then we drag the mouse pointer to select the portion of the drawing which you need to cut. So that particular part of the drawing will be selected and it will look like this. So whatever area you need to select, it will come in the dotted form. Okay, so this is the cut option. Okay, and then finally you have to click on cut and we reach to the particular part where we need to paste it, and it would be pasted in that particular region. So the selected part is placed at that particular place where you need to paste it, and then when the pasted part is selected, we move the desired portion to that particular place. Okay, always remember that whenever you save your MS Paint file, they have a standard format and they only appear like .jpg file or .bmp file. Okay, so whenever you see any bmp file, any jpg file, it makes it clear that it has some image which is being worked on the MS Paint. Got it? Now, let's move further. We'll explore more about another option, that is copy and paste. So first, very important thing, I'm going to tell you what was the difference between cut and paste and the one you are going to learn now, that's copy and paste. Cutting means picking the object from one place and putting it at the new place. The old place is now vacant. But when you say we need to copy and paste, that means the object will remain here also and it will occupy a new place as well. So a duplicate copy of that particular object is made. Imagine you have drawn one tree on the screen and you want similar more screens on the entire screen. So you need not to use cut and copy, cut and paste, you need to use copy and paste option. Got it? Good. Show me your thumbs up. Lovely. Now we'll learn how to use the copy and paste option, which helps you to get the duplicate copy of the image which you have selected. So in the image group of home tab, remember we have to go to the home tab and we click on the select tool. Okay, on the home tab, we first click on the select tool. Then we drag the pointer of the mouse to select the part of the drawing or entire drawing, whatever is your requirement, and then which we want to copy. Now we go to the clipboard group and there we have a copy and then paste button. So here we are not going to use cut and paste, we'll select copy and paste button. Okay. So a copy of the selected part will be placed at the top right corner of the drawing area. So like this, you could see the copies of those images are created, and with the pasted part still selected. Pasted part is not removed with the dotted area. Okay, so it is still there and you can make multiple copies of that selected area until you unselect it. It will keep on copying as many number of times you would want to copy it. Okay, so very interesting part. And taking the journey ahead, we have one more very important feature, that's called rotating and flipping of the images. So once you have copied the image, sometimes it becomes a basic requirement of ours that you want to flip it with certain angle. Maybe it's upside down, maybe it's left side right. So anyway, you need to flip it. For that, we have an option of rotate and flip the image. So very interesting journey ahead. Be attentive, keep learning and keep understanding how to use these different tools. So what is the meaning of word flip? Flipping means to rotate or turn the selected picture either horizontally or vertically. So it could be turned in any way. Like I'm just showing you with this image. Here we have this is the original image and you are flipping it vertically. So whatever is there in the bottom, that goes up, or whatever is in the top, it comes down. Now, when you talk about flipping horizontally, so we have one image here, the same image is flipped here. So that's flipping horizontally, right? For that, we use rotate option. This is the rotate icon. Just look it very carefully. And this option is used to change either the angle and flip the whole picture, entire picture. Now, how to change the angles? So, look here, this is your original image. Now, this original image could be flipped with angle of 90 degree and it looks like this. And if you flip it with 180 degree, the object will visible in this way. Okay, so this is called right rotation. And if you go for the left rotation of it, so it will be visible like this. This will be 90 degree and then it again comes with another 90 degree, that makes it 180 degrees. Okay, so I believe the concept of flipping and rotating is clear to you. Good. Time for a thumbs up. Very nice. So now how to do it? We have a selection tool. We click on that select tool and the first thing that has to be done is to select the picture. We are going to rotate or flip this image. First the image is selected and then we click on the picture that you need to flip or rotate, right? Now after that you have a rotate option. You click on the rotate option which exists in image group of the home tab. You'll find it in image group in the home tab. Okay, so this rotate button will be clicked and once you click on this rotate button, you'll get different list of options for rotating and flipping the object. So just you need to do is you select your desired option and the same effect will be implemented as per your choice. I'm just showing it to you here. We have this select option. When you click on this select option, here we get this rotate option. Okay, so once you reach this rotate option, you have different rotate left 90 degree, rotate 180 degree, it's rotate 90 degree. Then we have another option I've just taught you. It was flip vertical, flip horizontal. So just choose the one you want and it will be implemented. Got it? So we move further and another very, very important feature, children, which you use with MS Paint. That's called resizing and squeezing of the image. So let's first understand how it works. So basically, when you need to change the size of the picture or any part of the picture, that could be either you want to increase the size or you want to decrease the size, either horizontally or vertically, that could be done with the resize option. Understood? Yes. So now we will understand what steps are to be done to get this work done. So come on, here we go. To resize or squeeze any picture, we need to follow these steps. So first thing is click on the same selection tool. So after clicking on the selection tool, we get the resize option in the image group. Okay, so this is resize and skew option, right? So we specifically, we need to resize in the percentage or pixels. Okay, and when you need to squeeze any figure, it is always done in degrees in the horizontal or vertical direction respectively. Okay, so we work with the first option, that is resizing. We choose whether we want to resize any of the image that is being selected based on percentage or pixels. So that's completely your cup of tea, how to handle it. Okay, now then we have to choose that you want to resize the width, you want to resize the height of the object, and by how much horizontal and vertical settings you want to change that particular image that is selected. Then in the same way, we have a skew option. So when you need to skew any particular image, you have to just, skewing means just tilting it, right direction, tilting in the left direction like this. So this is skewing, this way or this way. Okay, so we have to mention that how much degree horizontal or vertical that particular selected image has to be skewed. And finally, we click on OK button, which will help your work to be done. So just few click of buttons and lot much work is done. Isn't it amazing? Good. So that's why this particular Windows option is loved by us all. We need to paint, we need to color, we need to resize, we need to increase the size, we need to skew, we need to cut, paste, so many things just by clicking of the mouse. So finally, we click on the OK button and your work gets done. Now is the processing time. So you have to just do this work by your own, try it, explore it, and have lot of fun. Okay? And now we are going to learn another very important feature, that is setting a drawing as a desktop background. So what if you need to set your drawing as you have made a lovely drawing and now you want that particular drawing to come as a background of your desktop. Not a difficult task, just another few clicks to go. Let's see how to do it. So first thing we'll do is we'll click on the File tab. So here we have a File tab, and after clicking on File tab, we get the option Set as a Desktop Background. So we select Set as a Desktop Background from the drop-down list. And after that, you can select Fill Tile or Center. That means you want that particular image at the center of the screen, or you want to fill the entire screen with that image. So completely your choice. Just select it and click on OK button and the work is done. Understood? Now another important feature that will make your work more easy and fun learning, that is how to zoom the picture. What's the meaning of zoom? Do you know? Making a thing big, making a thing small, that's the meaning of zoom. So zoom basically means to increase or decrease the view size of the object that exists on the screen. So what we'll do, we'll select the object in the drawing area. We'll first draw it, select it, whatever image you want to zoom in or zoom out. So we have an option of zoom in, which exists like a plus sign. Here it's written zoom in, right? It exists in the view tab. Okay. So when you go on the view tab, you have an option of zoom in. So zoom in and zoom out, remember. Okay, and there exists a third button, that is 100%. We are going to zoom to 100%. That simply means you are bringing that particular image of the MS Paint in the original size. Okay, so just click on zoom in option to make the size bigger, and when you want to make the size smaller, you click on zoom out, right? And what if you want to keep it normal? Right, that means you heard it clearly. It's 100%. So now the image is ready. We need to save it. For saving your drawing, don't forget to click on the File tab. After that, you could see Save option in the drop-down menu. And after that, you have another option as Save As. So just I'll tell you what actually is the difference between Save and Save As. When you click with Save, the file will be saving with the same name, with the original name which you have given to that file. But if you need to give a new name to the file this time, so you have to click on Save As button. Okay, there is also this mark of a storage device, floppy disk. So this indicates that these two icons are for saving the file. Whenever you store the file with Save As, when you click on the Save As dialog box, there will be a pop-up window, and in that pop-up window, you have to mention the new file name with which you need to save the file. Okay, and then you also have a close button which is going to help you to close your Paint application which is currently open. Okay, so now once you have closed the particular file, you need to open that file again. How to do it? The file has been closed now. To open the file, we click on the File tab once again, and after clicking it, there is a Open option. So this Open dialog box will appear where you are going to give the file name which you need to open and then press on Open button. Okay, so make sure when you are opening a file, you must know where that file actually exists. That's very important part. So whether it exists in the desktop, whether it is existing in some of the documents or pictures, or there exists some folder in the desktop. So you need to first reach to that particular location, and then only you will be able to open the file whose name you have mentioned here. Okay, and then we come with the exercise. So here is the practice exercise for you. Let's work out together and see how much have you learned so far. So we'll be doing fill in the blanks with the help of the hint box that's given here. Dash is an application software to draw pictures. So which application software do you use? Oh, yes, I could hear the answer. That's Paint. Good going. And when you need to save a drawing, one should select the dash option. Yes, it is save option. Very nice. Now, the dash option is used to decrease the view size of the drawing. So when you need to decrease or increase the size, you remember we used a zoom command. So did you find zoom here? Yes. Zoom out is the command to decrease the size. We write here zoom out. And let's read the next one. the dash selection tool is used to select irregular part of the picture. So, what was irregular? You remember we did irregular and regular selection? Yes, rightly said. We use free form. That's free form. And then another is dash means to increase or decrease. See the difference here, it was only decrease. So we wrote zoom out, and here we have increase or decrease. So for this we have a zoom option. So this is zoom, which means increasing or decreasing the view size of any selected object on the screen. Good learning, very nicely answered. Now is the time for your true and false for these sentences. So the first one is, we cannot change the size of the picture. Can we change the size? Oh yes, we learn zoom in, zoom out, right? So this is absolutely false. And we can move the object in paint. Yes, once you select the object, we can move it to any new location. That is true. And then zoom to 100% option is used to increase the view size of the drawing. Is it true? No, not at all. Because when you click on zoom to 100%, that simply means we are coming to the normal size which we have drawn. So this is a false statement. And then let's see the next one. The flip vertical option turns the picture upside down. That seems true. That's correct. And Ducky, your turn to answer the last sentence over here. We cannot save the file in the paint. Can we save the file? Yes, yes, yes. So he's saying wrong. We say it's a false statement. Good going. Very nicely answered. Now for the matching. Let's begin. So we have a rectangular selection tool. What do we do with the rectangular selection tool? Let's check the answer. D? You said D. Let me read it. Selects the object in the rectangular form. Very nice. Oh, you are so quick. I appreciate your efforts. Copy option. What is the role of copy? Can you tell me? E. He's saying E. Oh, copy option E makes a duplicate copy. Oh, you are right, my ducky. What is flip? Flip means to rotate and turn. I could hear the right answer from you again. And what is zoom? What is zoom? Tell me. Do you remember? Increasing and decreasing the size. Lovely. So, to increase and decrease the size of the image that you have already made, that's called zoom in and zoom out. And when you need to cut the option, we need to cut that particular selected part. So, that shows you have really learned a lot today about MS Paint. Good. Nice to see you learning. And now is your work. You are going to make a similar image using all the tools that we have explored so how. Okay. Now we move further, and before we say goodbye, let's recall what we have learned so far. We learned that Paint is an application software which we use to draw pictures and images. And there exist so many tools there. Let's call them. First important tool is the selection tool. So don't forget to use selection tool, because anything you need to do is on the object, whether you want to copy, cut, paste, zoom in, zoom out. First thing is to select. So selection tool is used to select any part of the picture. And then we have a copy option, which is used to make the duplicate copy of the image. Flipping, you remember? We studied flip. Flipping means to rotate or turn the selected picture either horizontally or vertically. Right? And what is zoom? Right. That is to increase or decrease the view size of the object. That makes a learning pleasure. So keep learning and keep moving ahead with us on the platform. Happy learning. See you again.